You're from Sydney. You ride this park quite a bit. What's this like for you? Tell us about today.
Well, it's pretty crazy because, I started riding BMX in Sydney and I grew up an hour from here, and this park got built around 14 years ago, and I didn't come here when it first opened, but I started riding here when I was 12 or 13 years old, when I was a bowl rider back then. Before I could do tail whips, bar spins, all that stuff, I just loved airing quarter pipes and just going blasting hips. I would never wear pads. I was just that kid that just loved to ride, and still am. I still love to ride. But pretty much, I've been riding here since I was a kid, and to have a world-renowned contest here at pretty much a park that I know the back of my hand is amazing. It's crazy that I travel the world to ride my bicycle, and for once my career that I'm at home and all my friends are at home with me riding the same park too. So it's just crazy. I feel like I'm at home, but I'm not at home, if that makes sense, because everyone's here. So it's definitely a cool feeling to have all my friends here riding bikes.
So you've watched most of practice and practiced yourself a bit today. Who are some of the guys riding the course that you were impressed by? It's your home park. Who is killing it?
Yeah. Well, Sergio Leos is looking really good. He's done some lines I haven't seen yet, and using a lot of the park that, obviously is pretty unorthodox here, but it's definitely really cool to see the lines he has and where he goes. Obviously, Chris James is a threat out there. Larry Edgar, obviously Dennis Anderson, just all the main guys. But I'm a hard Sydney-based rider, and my heart's in Sydney, so I'm going to definitely go for Ben Pickett out here this weekend, Hunter, and obviously all the Australian guys too, like Brandon Loupos. I'm really excited to see how they go out here too. So
I know a handful of people from Australia, obviously, but most of them aren't from Sydney, aside from yourself. Who are some of the main Sydney guys that are to compete this week, and who are you psyched to watch?
Well, as I said, Hunter, he's a local from Five Dock that I've seen videos, photos of him blasting here, but now I get to watch him in person, which I'm really excited about. I've been riding with Ben Pickett every now and again. He kills it here. It sucks Sam Gibson's not riding here this weekend due to work, and he has to go to work because qualifying's on Friday, and it sucks. But there's just a lot of people. Chowgi, I think his name's Ryan, but we all call him Chowgi. It's crazy how you call someone something so much that you just forget their name. That's pretty much the situation here with Chowgi, but he's just such a savage. He airs ridiculously high. So all the Sydney guys are definitely going to crush it this weekend. I believe that it's going to be a cool weekend for everybody.
So you said you're going to compete. This is obviously not your style of contest. I know you're kind of the big trick box jump guy, and this is kind of the steezy bowl contest. What are you looking to do? You just looking to have fun, or what's on your brain here?
Well, I wasn't going to compete at first because, God forbid, something happens before Feast Montpellier. That's pretty much where my focus is at. It's just the UCI overall and staying number one at the moment. I just want to stay there. So I'm going to take out every risk factor that could jeopardize that. And I wasn't going to compete due to that, but obviously talking with Scotty and Angie, a lot of my friends were like, man, if you don't go in this, we'll be disappointed. It'll be very weird because I've been riding here since I was a kid, so why not go in it? And pretty much with me riding this event is trying not to overachieve. Obviously tricks are so looked over here at this contest that I'm not just going to do any tricks. I'm just going to avoid tail whips, bar spins, ugly can-cans, stuff like that. No, I'm not saying can-cans are ugly, but my can-cans are ugly. But that's just where I'm at with this contest. I just want to go high, do inverts, and do a big flare, and ride around, do some pocket airs, and some transfers here and there. So that's pretty much where I'm at with this contest.
So you're still number one overall as far as the UCI points go, and as you said, that's your main focus. Are you ready for France?
I feel more ready than ever, actually. I'm in a good headspace. I have good people around me for once in my life, and I have no one holding me back, and I have nothing holding me back at the moment, if for that matter. But, just having that extra motivation to push myself now. I don't have, I didn't have before. I was worrying about different things here and there, and just dealt with a lot of family issues and other people, it was just hard to juggle being a person and being a professional BMX rider. But now I'm Brandon Loupos, the professional BMX rider. But I also am very stoked to be where I'm at in my career at the moment, and I feel like I have a good chance at making 2020, and it's going to be a good next couple of years to come.
Last question for you, we'll wrap it up here. You got a lot of people that aren't from Sydney here. What is one thing they all need to do that doesn't involve BMX?
I would have to say, I don't know, that's a hard one. I don't know. What's the question again?
What should everybody who doesn't live in Sydney do while they're in Sydney?
Oh, okay. I didn't understand the question at first. I was just like, what?
Smart.
Yeah. IR. One hand table. Pretty much, if you're going to come to Sydney, anybody, you got to go see the Opera House, obviously. Go see the Harbour Bridge, do all that tourism stuff. But also, just got to experience the vibe. I think Sydney in general is a pretty sophisticated city. So everyone here is just, there's a good mixture of business and there's a good mixture of, tourism, pleasure, stuff like that. So I love Sydney. My heart's here and it always will be. And, family's here, friends are here. It's just, for me, it sucks that I can't push my riding where I want it to go as far as park riding will go here without blowing all my money. I just think that it's the perfect place to be. The weather's good, people are great, traffic's bad. But altogether, Sydney, I think the only thing you should do is go to a pub, buy a beer, and buy a chicken schnitzel, a chicken palmy, not a parma, it's a palmy, not parma, it's a palmy. Buy that, eat it, and enjoy Sydney, and that's the Sydney culture.
I'm gonna do that.
We can do it together.
You want to go after this?
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm down.
All right, we're good.
All right, Vital BMX viewers, we're jumping into the Audi right now. We're gonna go.
It's a 2005.
It's not a 2005.
What is it?
It's a 2005. But we're gonna jump in the car, go get a chicken schnitzel. We'll catch up with you guys after. Thank you so much for watching my you're probably not going to put this in the video, but
sure, I'll put everything in there.
Thank you for listening to what I have to say. But first things first, I want to say thank you to Kyle for this interview.
Great guy.
He's a great guy. I never get to speak on camera, but at the same time, I'm very thankful to be where I'm at today, and I'm thankful for all the riders and all the support, and I'm thankful for Vans for coming here. So we're going to have a good time this weekend, and thanks, Kyle. Thanks again.
I'm going to eat food. Perfect, that was good, thank you.
Yeah.